something good.
All right, around the room, Amy.
I booked my flights for vacation.
What's a raycation?
I booked my flights for vacation.
Oh, I thought it was like something she's doing with Ray for the afternoon. It's called a raycation.
Vacation. No, vacation.
Okay.
My friend Kat and I, we got our trip locked and loaded. We booked our flights together, which I was kind of bummed because I have a bunch of Southwest points, and there's not a nonstop to Tucson. Like, I thought that was weird, I guess.
You thought there'd be a nonstop from Nashville to Tucson?
Why not?
That there were enough people going daily from Nashville to Tucson?
There's some nonstops to Phoenix.
Much bigger city. Much bigger.
I've never been to Tucson. I don't know.
You're going to love it.
I can't wait.
They have a really cool 90s store there.
Really?
Well, it's all like vintage, retro stuff.
Yeah.
You won't like it. We did, though.
Yeah,
Was
we
it
did.
sports stuff or clothing?
All kinds of things.
I
It
think
wouldn't be for you.
Why wouldn't I like it? I'm a 90s.
There'd be a couple bags, but mostly it's for dudes. It's mostly sports stuff.
Okay.
Sports stuff or like dude culture stuff, video games, etc.
Okay. Well, the bum part was that
The bum part?
the bum part of
The
it
bum
all.
part of vacation?
The bum part of booking was that I didn't get to end up using my points because the flights were crazy on Southwest, which normally isn't the case, where if I had points, I wouldn't really care. But then we found we had to do 2 different airlines. Like, I was thankful
dang.
Kat, like, because I would have just been like, oh, let's just do it on the same airline. Like, who cares? And she's like, no, I'm getting the best price. And so then she did all the research and then told me which flights to get. And I was like, perfect. So we're going down on Delta and back on American. And it ended up being like the best deal ever.
Oh, okay. So it's not, you're not going Delta to your layover spot.
and then switching.
That'd be crazy.
That would be next level.
That would be crazy because if one is delayed, then you miss the second one, then you're trapped like Tom Hanks in the terminal, and you can never leave the airport.
Yeah, that would be pretty bad. But I'm just glad that we've locked it in. And so that means it's for sure happening and we're going.
And you're going to
This is
some sort of betterment camp, right?
I'm going to Canyon Ranch.
Oh.
Yes. Which after we talked about it, that I was potentially going to go a couple of weeks ago, one of our listeners emailed me and she said that after her first time spending time at Canyon Ranch, she was inspired and she wrote her first book. And it's this art book. And since then, like, she's gone back and now she speaks at Canyon Ranch, because there's all kinds of classes you can take, like from workouts to hikes to, seminars on if you want to be inspired to write a book or art, which that was her focus. But she heard us talking about it on the post show and she sent me an email. She's like, so crazy. After my first trip there, I was inspired. I wrote this book. Since then, I've been back multiple times as a guest speaker. And I was like, wow, what a cool thing to happen to you after your first trip. So, like, who knows when I come back? Am I going to be enlightened? Inspired?
Oh, no.
Motivated?
We just got it right.
Now she's going to go back to her old
Now
self.
she's going to come back as some hippie version.
No. I don't think it's all hippy dippy. You can rest assured I'm going to be there with my therapist friend, so she'll keep me level.
Oh, man. We just got her. Just
Any-
dialed in.
Well, no, you're missing the point. I thought it was cool that a listener heard that and was like, wait, this was my experience. And since then, I got invited back to speak there. Like,
Her
what a cool
calibration
thing.
is perfect right now.
It's going to go off
And
again.
now she-
Okay, well, if it helps, I'm only there for 4 days.
What is it,
What-
like a
what
adult,
could happen in 4
adult
days?
summer camp?
it's like
Yeah.
hedonism.
Adult,
Oh, really?
Adult, camp of sorts. And I don't think kids are allowed. There's no alcohol on the
No,
on the
Lunchbox
property.
wants to bring his kid.
Yeah, he has to.
So, he
Like-
wants to bring his kid.
The food is
No
really
alcohol?
good. No alcohol. I
sounds
mean, you can have
terrible.
probably like some pretty cool mocktails. Sounds terrible.
Yeah,
What?
man, you're in Tucson, margaritas, Mexican food.
You can have
Yeah.
a fogarita.
Okay.
That's fun. Good for you.
Yeah.
Eddie?
So I got invited to go to the lake this weekend. So my son's friend's dad sent me a text, say, hey, we got a pontoon for the lake. We'd like to invite you and your son if you want to come out. And I'm like, yes, let's go to the lake. Here's the thing. It's only us two. So, and I really don't know this dad. So I'm excited to go. I just am a little nervous that I'm going to spend 5 hours on the boat with someone I really don't know.
It's a 5-hour trip.
Yeah, man. So you're on the lake, you're skiing, you're cruising.
You kind of wish there was one other adult.
Totally.
Like a
And
buffer.
speaking of drinking, I don't know if he drinks or not. I'm gonna roll up with my 6-pack, and he's gonna what's it gonna, like? Ooh.
You're going to roll up with a 6-pack when you don't know what the environment is on his boat?
Yes, I may not pull it out.
Just keep it in a cooler.
Yes.
Yeah.
Keep it in a cooler, mixed in with some Cokes. So like
Variety.
If he's not drinking, I pull out the Cokes. If he is, look what I got.
Don't you think if he was drinking, he would have enough for everybody since he's the host?
It's just me and him though.
Right.
So he would buy like enough for both of us?
Yeah.
Because he did in the text, he said, hey, don't worry about food or drinks or anything like that. I got that. But he didn't say like alcoholic drinks.
I bet you there's no alcohol.
I mean, you
I
just
bet
show
you
up
there's
with
not
your
supposed
own
to be alcohol.
cooler. Wait, what do you mean?
On the
supposed
boat?
to be?
I think he's not going to bring, well, he's got to drive the boat.
Yeah, he'll drive it.
Right. I'm going to say he's not thinking there's going to be alcohol.
How many kids is it?
Just
one?
me and my son. I have my son and his buddy.
So 2 kids and 2 men.
You got 2 drunk adults with 2 kids. It just
No,
doesn't sound.
no, not
It's
drunk.
Just because you have a drink on the
No.
lake doesn't mean you're drunk.
Anytime I've seen people drink on the lake, they're always drunk.
I'm not taking a case of beer, dude. I'm taking like just a few beers.
Yeah.
You wish there was another adult to take some of that pressure off.
I do.
But if there's one person in this whole universe of our Bobby Bone show that is fine to go and just small talk for 5 hours and feel good about it, you have that strength.
That's definitely me.
That is a power that you possess.
That's what my wife said. Like, you like end up having a good time anywhere you go. You just kind of stress about something you don't know is going to happen. And that's kind of where I'm at. I'm just like, ooh, I picture it. Us 4 in the boat. The kids get in the water. And it's just me and him. Like, yep. It's nice out here, huh?
Well, that's when you jump in.
Yeah.
It gets awkward.
But
Eddie's out swimming by himself with a tube around him.
But I do feel like I would never let that happen. Like, I'm the small talker.
The age thing has to be a factor, right? Like, how old's the dad?
Seems like he's a little older than me. But I'm not sure.
If there's not sports, if there's not fajitas,
Grilling.
I'm trying to, if there's not, I mean, golf is a sport, like playing golf. Like, what do you have in common with people randomly that you can talk about?
Dad
yeah,
life.
that's good.
It's usually where we go. Like usually with this guy, we talk about his son plays basketball too. So we talk about just the different leagues that are out there and like, how's your son doing in his league? Good. Oh, I dealt with that too, man.
Is
It's
he in your
terrible.
league?
No, different league.
Oh, what's he do?
Amy's
Like,
interested in him. He sounds like a catch.
No, a different basketball league.
I know. Which league?
He's married, Amy.
How happy is he?
No, just kidding.
He's not a single dad. His wife's just doing something else with their daughter. Yeah.
Got it.
So I'm looking forward to it though. I mean, I think any time on the lake is going to be fun.
I wouldn't be looking forward to that, but that's why we're different.
Yeah, but one day when your baby gets older,
Nope.
See, you
But
have
you're-
to say yes to stuff like that.
like with your kids' friends' parents, it's
Multiples.
It happens.
I will have Caitlin there as well. And also, I'm going to be older than their parents. They're going to have like
True.
38-year-old parents. I'm going to be 71. I can't even get on the boat because I got to walk her.
You can't get him on the
Let me
boat.
on. Let me on.
It's a senior
Oh my
citizen.
gosh, you're not that old.
What's up? So tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
What
Mhm.
time?
Meet at the dock at 1. And he said, and then here's the thing. He said, meet at the dock at 1. We have the boat for about 4 hours, and then we can do dinner. It's optional.
Oh, no. It's like a date going for ice cream. It's
And
optional.
And I told my wife, I'm like, I'm not doing the dinner. Like, I think we're just going to come.
But what
back.
if y'all have a good time?
Right. She said, just wait it out. Like, what if you guys end up, sparking a good friendship?
Ooh, the fact that he even mentioned dinner.
No, I would. As a parent, when you're already out on the lake and you got your kid, and the last thing you need to do is go home and try to figure out dinner. So why not go out to eat?
But his wife and other 2 kids will be at home, so they'll have a plan.
Oh,
Who, me?
My
wife?
Your house. Yeah, she
Yeah,
has to
yeah,
make
I'm
sure.
just talking about the
Yeah,
other
but
guy.
the lake's like 2 hours away. Yeah. So at dinner's
2
definitely.
hours?
Yeah, it's not
Oh,
near here.
You going to Lake
Tim's
Michigan?
Ford?
That one.
Yeah, I
That's
love that
it?
lake.
What's it called? Tim's
Tim's
Ford?
Ford. It's
The-
in Alabama.
Have
No
I even
way.
been on a lake in the past 12 years?
Yes, we went fishing.
That's true. I've been fishing a few times. That's right. Have I ever been on a lake for anything like active?
Don't think so.
Yeah.
Oh,
When Caitlin first came here, we went fishing a few times. And then we went out and took Eddie and his wife and Ray and his wife. And Ray did not want to touch the fish. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Ray, the manly man.
Ray would not touch the fish. He'd catch it. He wouldn't. He'd be like, I'm not touching it. He'd drag. Nope.
He was scared he's gonna get poked by like the fin or whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna get gilled or finned or whatever that was. Bones was what I remember from that day is Bones was reeling him in.
Yeah, he was.
That's like
I don't know that I was reeling in any more than anyone else, but
no, you
I
were
just-
the record holder in the clubhouse.
I don't think that's not even a saying.
The clubhouse.
No, the leader in the clubhouse is what it is. It was crazy because Ray's like jacked and dude, and
Well, so he's
Country.
scared of fish. Like,
I know. that's
Love Sam Hunt.
yeah, I don't know. Everyone has their things.
but Ray's wife wasn't afraid of the fish.
Because
Bae
she's
was-
from the country.
They would just grab it. Yeah. Ray, are you fake country?
I pretty much am. I grew up like weird country, like Wyoming. So I mean, is that country? Is the
You think-
South?
I don't
country?
think you grew up in Wyoming. How long did you live in Wyoming?
I lived there for 14 years.
Okay, that's a long
He
time.
did?
Wait, so then you are misrepresenting your Michigan in you then.
Yeah, it's really kind of the last place I lived is usually where I claim. So whenever we meet people out, I'll always then go for Texas, but it's weird because when I joined the show, I would say Michigan because that was the last place. It's confusing, but it works for me when I say the last place that I lived. So when people ask me, I just say Texas, and my wife goes, "Oh, no, he's from Michigan." But because Wyoming was like 3 places ago, I never really claim Wyoming.
Ray lives the life of the lyrics of Papa Was a Rolling Stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home.
That's it right
That's
there.
the name of the song.
That's what he's doing.
But if you lived in Wyoming for 14 years, 0 to 14, you're not from Michigan. You're from Wyoming.
Correct. Yeah, I just went to high school in Michigan, and it wasn't even the cool part of Michigan. I was basically next to Canada. So when I say Michigan, I mean I was in the probably not the most pretty part of Michigan. Up there, the trees aren't as nice. There's not Lake Michigan. There's Lake Superior, which is cold and nobody goes to. So, yeah.
But your brand has been Michigan.
You
Like,
even wear a Detroit Tigers hat.
everything about what you say and where you're from has been Michigan so much that when you said that, we all said, that's not true. You're not from Wyoming.
Well, and I think because when I first moved to Texas, I told people I was from Michigan. They go, "Oh, you're a Yankee. Oh, you're a Northerner." So it's just built into me to say, I'm Michigan. I'm from the North. I'm a Northern guy, I guess.
So are we officially moving that Ray's
He's from Wyoming,
from
y'all.
Wyoming.
a Michigander? Is that what Michigan they're called?
Yeah.
Ray's no longer a real life Michigander. He's a Wyomingite.
But Ray, where were you born?
Well,
Oh God. Oh
This
God.
is a crazy story.
right. I was a twin. It was a complicated pregnancy. So I was actually born in Salt Lake City, Utah, but I'm from Wyoming originally.
Wait, because you were star flighted there?
Yeah, life flight. So
And
that's
he
another
lived-
state to add to it.
And he lived in, what was it, the Four Corners, Ray?
No, Wyoming's not Four Corners, but
Oh, but wasn't it like a place where like there are all these states kind of right there close to each other?
no.
No, maybe I'm making
Not
that
till
up.
next week when he hits us with the news story. Okay, so is Ray now officially not from Michigan? He is now from Wyoming? Because I need to know where we stand.
I mean, I say
I
we
think
change
he's
it.
from Wyoming because he lived there from birth to 14
Wow, how many years have we said Ray from Michigan?
forever.
Over a decade. He's claimed to be from Michigan. I only know the mitten because of Ray and where he's from.
All right.
So
And I felt bad about that because I'm not even from the mitten. I'm the part of Michigan that's above the mitten.
It's all a lie.
you live in a web of lies.
And his name's not even Raymundo.
It's not even Raymundo. He made that up too.
But
Ray would be the kind of guy that had he made a couple decisions differently, he could be a Tinder swindler type guy.
Yeah, for sure.
What? I don't think he would swindle people that way.
But he's always up to something. And he's a schemer. He's the number one schemer on this show. He's the number one schemer that actually does schemes. Lunchbox is the number one schemer that doesn't do schemes, that just talks about schemes. Ray's the number one schemer that does schemes. So you don't think a couple decisions more, he's scheming people out of.
No, because I don't see him as schemer and scammer seems different. Because he's not a scammer.
Okay.
Yeah. A Tinder swindler, scammer.
Ray likes the excitement of making a quick buck.
Yep. That's a schemer.
Yeah, but
And
I don't think
Tinder swindler,
to
you
the-
knew who he was the whole time. Scammers are they're hidden. They're behind an email that's sent, or they're hacking in, or they text Lunchbox and go, "What's your username and password for your Robinhood account?"
Those guys.
You never know who a scammer is unless they're caught. You know who a schemer is. You just don't know if they're scheming or not.
Oh. See, I think he likes to bet, but not, take advantage of vulnerable women.
Well,
It doesn't have to be about women all the
With
time.
Tinder Swindler, that's what he did.
But
yeah, he did do that.
How did Ray meet his wife?
He, I don't remember.
You got this.
His friend matched with her, and then that didn't work out with the friend. So then Ray was like, oh, we get along. I'm going to ask her out. And then he didn't have a place to live. So then they ended up living together.
Well, so
But that was just all coincidence. Like that just all worked out.
Ray, would you like to tell the real? Because Amy's mostly right on that, but it didn't work out with your friend. He was just in town for like a weekend, right?
Correct. And when he left, I just said, leave me that chick's number. And that chick is now my wife.
And then you didn't have anywhere to live at that time.
Yeah, I was in between places. My lease had ended with lunch abruptly. And yeah, I was looking for a place, but
Where were you living at the time?
definitely here.
And
At the station.
Here means which is another kind of scheme. He was living at the radio station. He was basically, those people that we've talked about that move into crawl spaces of houses and they only move around whenever people aren't there. That's what Ray was doing at the radio station. When people weren't there, that's when he would come out. It was night at the museum, but at the radio station.
Yeah, it's awesome. It works because radio's early hours, so you can just always play it off. I mean, I would see the night guy, and he was there, but he didn't live there. Just because of the hours, it was acceptable. And same with me. So it was, he's there early because of the radio show, but I was living there. So nobody really suspected it.
So he's living at the radio station,
I'd shower at the gym.
and then he meets his wife now. And how quickly, Ray, until you moved in with her?
I know you're not going to believe me, but it was definitely her who said that. So
Okay.
I was honestly comfortable in my lifestyle because I did the same thing when we lived in Austin. So I was not new to being homeless. But she goes, because we would go to brunch and she would say, what? You're going to the radio station to get clothes? And I'd be like, yeah. And so then she kind of figured out that I didn't have a home.
Homeless guy.
And she goes, why don't you just bring your suitcase to my house?
No, you know what my favorite story is his parents were coming into town and he was homeless, right? He was living at the radio station. He didn't want them to know that he lived at the radio station. So he asked one of our friends, Jeff, who had a house in an empty room. He's like, dude, can I please just stage in your room? I'm not even going to go there. I need to hang up my diploma, put some of my trophies up and act like I live there. And then he took his parents there. He's like, this is my room. This is where I live. But he really did it.
He was living at the radio station. Ray, how long until you moved in with Bay?
I would say Lunch can probably back me on this because I'm assuming it ended because I met her on Valentine's Day, February 14th. I believe my lease ended on the 1st. So I'd say three weeks to a month. I mean, probably a week or two after me and her started hanging out.
So a couple weeks after you were hanging out with her and you were homeless, she took you in and you started living with her.
Yeah, that's not just because one of us was desperate. She's just sweet. She's like,
No,
what?
I agree.
Yeah.
This is not about
You're
her.
homeless?
This is not about her at all. But Amy,
But he's saying he was fine with where he was. His goal wasn't to date her.
but
so
where
he
he
could
was
move in.
also a scheme.
But he said that
Amy, what he was doing was also
I
scheming.
get that, but he was content there. Like he would have kept dating her if
He
she would
couldn't
have
have lived at the radio station in perpetuity. No chance. That's
well, not in perpetuity, but eventually they would have evolved their relationship and he would have moved in with her. It happened really quick, and lucky for him that she is kind and let him bring his luggage to her house. But I don't think that's why he dated her.
I don't either.
Well, but that would be Tinder swindler.
No, what I'm saying is he was a couple decisions away from living a life
Okay. I mean, yeah, you're not.
scheming all the way through life,
Okay, okay.
figuring it out, building on this one, jump into that one.
I'll give you that. It's just, have you seen Tinder swindler?
No, but I've
Because
seen schemers.
It's just not a fun comparison. I don't know anybody that would be like,
But I'm not saying take advantage of women.
okay.
It could have been old people.
You're just like he'll finagle a situation
Yes.
to
Old
his
helpless people.
advantage.
Yeah. People.
Okay. Yeah. Ray's a finagler.
Would you agree to that? Even I just wanted to walk
He's
through
resourceful.
as most schemers are.
He's a survivor.
Yeah. And he's very likable.
Mm-hmm.
And that helps. But that's the difference in a schemer and a scammer. A schemer has to create personal relationships. A scammer does not.
Is Ray paranoid?
Yes.
He's the most anxious person I've ever met.
He's so
Well,
stressed
anxious
out.
and paranoid are a little different.
I think his anxiety can turn into paranoia. I don't know if he's that paranoid. I think he's very anxious.
Okay,
about things
so
going
2
wrong.
things that he does, which Ray you can speak to. Sometimes I have to go in and hit record on his board if I'm recording something in the studio and he's already left and it's already running. He hits record. It's like he's like a Truman Show. He's recording everything at
I
all
think
times.
so he doesn't miss anything.
That's right.
But it's gone. The show's over. Everybody's
matter.
gone.
Doesn't
Why is he
matter.
recording?
So he doesn't miss anything. The same reason he gets in at 2 a.m. when there's no need to get in until.
Well, that part we know he's paranoid about. But what does he?
I would say he's anxious about missing it more than he's paranoid.
Okay.
But to me, because I noticed that too, like I think that's so smart. Like what
To
if,
record?
What
But
if,
what is he going to get?
What if we record a spot at 1 o'clock? Come in, we record a spot, didn't hit record, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need that spot. Ray's like, don't worry, I got it.
1 o'clock. He's not letting it run for 3 hours.
Oh, he lets it run.
He
20
hits it when
Hey,
he leaves.
Bones,
So if I don't go in there and restart it from my spot, that means it's running
Bones,
until he comes
it runs
back.
24
Well, that's
hours.
going to kill our computer.
No, I don't know what he
talk
does.
to
Even
him
if you
about that.
delete it, it lives. Even a deleted file lives for 30 days.
Oof.
Well, I just didn't know if he ever, like when he gets to work, does he check the file to see if there's
Ray,
any
do you
audio?
run 24-hour files?
No, unfortunately, the max is 6 hours, and then after that, it'll just stop.
You run 6-hour files?
Okay, but ask him why he's recording.
Just cause there's always stuff that goes on, and so you're never caught off guard.
Wait, what does that mean?
Well, I didn't know is like, is he trying to catch like a conversation in the studio? Like,
Well, mics won't be on most of the time, even if there is.
that's true. So what in the world is
No,
he
I've
recording?
looked at the file and it's just completely like there's silence because there's nothing.
Ray,
So-
why do you record a 6-hour? Is he scheming all of us to like do a
Oh.
tell-all?
Our voices.
I don't
At
know.
some point,
It's
like,
something
to
I've
release all
noticed
the
where
hidden
I'm
audio
like,
that we never knew.
something's up with it, and I don't know what.
Ray, why do you record for 6 hours at a time?
It's just always good to have backup, is what I found, and honestly, that's really what it is.
But backup is for something you know you're going to need.
Yeah, a lot
Like
of
no
it,
mics are on. So
Right.
what are you recording?
a lot of it's trash, but there are those times when, oh man, I forgot to record. Oh no, earlier me started the recording already.
Okay.
So it's just thinking of later you, the next day you.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
Okay,
it was.
well, that's something he does. And then also, he deletes everything. Everything. Because he has and he's talked about this before, so I know, but like his email's up, nothing's in there. He just deletes it all.
Even his texts. Like once we finish, like seriously, once we finish a conversation, our texts deleted.
There are no
that's
emails.
so
Like if I go
funny.
into my emails, what if you have to reference an email that was sent? Ray doesn't have his inbox. He like opens email, delete, opens email, delete, like nothing.
Yeah, I do that. It's just a way of checks and balances, so I know I've done stuff. But yes, it has burned me. And there's times my wife has saved me, and she's like, you know what? I have that email. And I'm like, thank you. This company's asking for it, and I had deleted it. So yeah.
Huh.
That's so funny. He's an
Yeah.
eccentric guy for sure.
That's a good word.
Yeah.
Because it's like eccentric
didn't-
is still
I knew he recorded
cool.
all the time when he was there, even around when we needed to record. I didn't know he recorded and then went home.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Yeah.
Yep.
That's not good for our computers, though, to just record for 6 hours.
They're built for it, but I clear it out. So usually it's nothing, but what if there is that time that it is something?
So you end up deleting it at some point, Ray?
Yeah, a lot of
Well,
it's
he
just
has to
cutting
because
room
it's
floor.
just dead air.
Right. it
Do you
is.
delete then the deleted file? Like,
Oh,
do you
yeah.
go into,
Correct.
Go into the trash and
Of course he does. Because
Double-
even in his
double up.
email, he does that. Like, this
That's
guy doesn't have anything.
Crazy. That's crazy. Okay. This is Tell Me Something Good. Lunchbox.
Yeah, I've been depressed for a day, but today I'm in a good mood because the Spurs are going to get their first win in the NBA Finals, even the series as they march towards the title because they're going to win the title. They're going to win tonight. Game 2 tonight. Can't wait.
Okay. There you go. Morgan, anything?
Yeah, I was at CMA Fest last night. I was doing some hosting, and I got to be front row for Florida Georgia Line getting back together, and it was a crazy moment. Me getting front row too was a little sketchy. I had to do a little roundabout thing to get in there.
Was it not your seat?
No, so we were backstage, and it was
It just
kind
sounds
of
dirty. Should I do a little roundabout thing
Roundabout,
to get
yeah.
front row?
yes. So we were backstage, And it was kind of rumored that was happening. And so we were standing there. I just finished my last thing I needed to do. And I was like, I'll wait to see FGL. And as that's happening, somebody's like, oh, they're going to the middle stage. They're not going to go on the big stage. And I was like, okay, it's time for me to leave then. And as I was leaving, I see this big group kind of people. In that group was Catherine McPhee and Dave Foster. And I was like, I wonder where they're going. And Tyler Hubbard was on a golf cart, and I see him like drive off, and this group kind of starts walking inward. I was like, maybe they're going to the pit to watch, so I'll just follow. And they don't go to the pit, and they're getting like corralled by employees of CMA Fest, and they're like, keep going. And they walk us straight up to right at the stage where FGL was going to perform. And they're like, do you have wristbands? And I was like, no, they told me to put my credential away. And they're like, oh yeah, okay, you're good. So I don't know if I was supposed to be there, but I found my way up there and I just kind of went with it.
Did they just do one song?
No, they did two. They did Round Here and Cruise.
That's cool.
Man, you know the one that doesn't sing is like, thank God.
That we're back together.
Yes.
They both sing.
No.
No, that one of them's
the lead singer. The other one is not.
Well, but he's pursued it.
Oh, he tried. That's what I'm saying. You know, he's like, thank God we're doing some stuff again. I think times got pretty bleak for him.
Are they like back, or was it just like a one performance back?
If I were them, I would just tour on nostalgia and do some shows.
Yeah, make some money.
Yeah, because I don't know. I hope not. But
And I'm glad they came back and played the hits.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, they have. It's for a TV show. They're not going to come and play a new song. Because why they have all of the surprises are for the TV show that gets recorded. So, yeah, good for them. I hope they make some money.
Morgan, your outfit last night was so cute.
Thank you. I was trying to be inspired by Ella Langley because she was performing last night too. So it was a good night. Jelly Roll popped up and surprised, and Ella Langley also went out and performed with Gretchen Wilson. Dana Carter was there. It was just a really good night at CMA Fest.
Did you stay the whole night?
Yeah, I stayed up until I watched like one of Jason Aldean's songs. He was the last one, and at that point I was already getting home at 12:30. I didn't go to bed last night until like 2 a.m. So I'm
Dang,
exhausted.
Aldean was the last one.
Yeah.
I guess they set the lineup earlier. Because if you were just looking at the lineup and putting, because they can move the TV order around however they want, but for the night, you would think if you made it the day before, you'd put Ella at the end, based on everything that's happening right now. But I'm sure they made that lineup 3 months ago, and also those artists don't get paid to do that.
It's crazy. So do they have to pay their musicians and everything?
Oh yeah, you pay your band. Maybe the CMA gives you a small stipend, but no, I mean you have to pay everybody still.
Well, and I saw Jason he went and popped up at Morgan Wallen's bar and Posty's bar and then his own bar before he came over and played Nissan. So he did like 4 shows in one night.
Yeah, CMA Fest, everybody's trying to get in there, get in their appearances. Everybody's kind of in town. It's rare. All right, good. I'll be quick on mine. We've already done a half hour here. I haven't played any golf at all since like July of last year, I don't think, because I had ankle surgery and then I had a baby, and I don't know if you heard.
Yeah, I did.
And so like 6:30.
She's cute.
6:30 last night, Eddie and I went and played a little bit. So it was nice. Just hadn't played at all. I wish the weather was always like that.
That was pretty awesome.
It's pretty awesome.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
it's perfect. So, all right, this has been a look into Ray, and I've really enjoyed this.
Me too.
Yeah, there you go. That's what it's all about.
It's a Bobby Bones show.